What if I told you that the secret to a garden straight out of a magazine isn't locked behind the doors of overpriced nurseries, but waiting quietly on the shelves of your nearest Dollar Tree? And no, I'm not referring to the plastic pots everyone keeps talking about. I mean items so surprisingly useful that even the most experienced gardeners stroll right past them without a second glance. Stay with me, because number 7 literally had my neighbor stopping in his tracks to ask whether I'd brought in a professional landscaper. Hey there, garden enthusiasts. Welcome back to Primal Life, where we prove every single week that jaw-dropping outdoor spaces don't have to come with jaw-dropping price tags. If you're discovering us for the first time, you've just found your new favorite corner of the internet. The first idea involves shower caddies used as vertical herb gardens. This one genuinely stopped me cold when I figured it out. Here's the thing nobody is telling you about them. Turn it upside down, mount it on your fence or garden wall, and just like that, the real brilliance here is that the metal frame allows remarkable airflow around your herbs, which keeps them thriving and completely eliminates the root rot that destroys so many container-grown plants. Because every gardener deals with this issue, but few people ever bring it up openly. Kneeling in the garden for extended periods absolutely punishes your knees. Commercial garden kneelers can set you back anywhere from $15 to $40, which feels absurd for what is essentially compressed foam. I keep 2 tiles joined together as my main pad and use a single tile for lighter work. After a full growing season of heavy daily use, they still look practically new. I keep 2 tiles joined together as my main pad and use a single tile for lighter work. After a full growing season of heavy daily use, they still look practically new. The third discovery is a wire cooling rack repurposed as a soil sifter. This one speaks directly to anyone who has ever attempted to build a garden from scratch or revitalize exhausted soil. Professional soil sifters cost between $20 and $50, which is essentially paying a premium for a frame with mesh stretched across it. The metal construction makes this thing virtually bulletproof. I've used the same rack across 2 full growing seasons, and it still looks factory new. Now for the fourth idea, plastic tablecloths functioning as garden row covers. This one is especially valuable if you're battling surprise cold fronts or trying to stretch your growing season without committing to greenhouse infrastructure. I've rescued full crops of lettuce and spinach this way during those bizarre late spring cold snaps that seem to be happening more and more. The fifth idea transforms dish drying racks into seedling organizers. Anyone who starts seeds indoors knows the particular chaos that takes over. The fifth idea transforms dish drying racks into seedling organizers. Anyone who starts seeds indoors knows the particular chaos that takes over. Then I realized that dish drying racks from Dollar Tree are practically purpose-built for organizing seedling trays. These racks typically feature a flat lower section and an angled upper section with drainage slots. What really sealed the deal for me was the airflow. The open wire design lets air move freely under and around seedlings, which is critical for preventing damping off, the fungal disease that destroys seedlings overnight and has broken the hearts of gardeners everywhere. Better circulation means sturdier plants, thicker stems, and dramatically higher success rates come transplant time. My survival rate climbed from around 60% to nearly 95% simply by improving air circulation through these racks. At under $2 per rack, that's one of the most impactful changes any seed starter can make. The sixth idea uses pool noodles as garden tool protectors. Let's be honest about tool storage, because I know I'm not the only one who has grabbed a shovel and ended up with blisters, or stored equipment in the shed only to have sharp edges damage neighboring tools, or worse, cause an injury. For handles that cause blisters or discomfort on long sessions, cut longer sections and slide them onto the grip. I did this across all my long-handled tools, and the difference in how my hands feel after a full day in the yard is remarkable. Outdoor lighting, when handled with intention, doesn't just make a garden look nice after dark. It creates atmosphere. It celebrates the work you've put in, and it extends the hours you can actually sit outside and enjoy your space. Professional garden lighting systems can run hundreds of dollars, and higher-end installations can climb into the thousands. Dollar Tree carries solar pathway lights for $1.25 each. No wiring, no added electricity costs, no installation beyond pressing them into the ground. I've had mine running for 8 months. A few batteries have needed replacing, but Dollar Tree carries those as well. You lose time hunting for things, equipment gets damaged, and the whole space feels like it's working against you. Wall organization systems and pegboards can run $30 to $100. My approach was to mount hooks across every available wall surface, based on how frequently I use each tool. Small hooks for hand trowels and pruners, medium hooks for larger handheld tools, and heavy-duty hooks for long-handled gear like rakes, shovels, and hoes. Every item now has a dedicated spot. Everything is visible immediately when I walk in. I can reach exactly what I need within seconds, no longer digging through piles or moving equipment just to access one thing. The adhesive backing means no drilling and no complicated setup. If you decide to reorganize, hooks can be removed and repositioned without leaving holes or marks. My shed went from genuinely embarrassing to impressively functional in about 45 minutes. And every time I step inside, there's a quiet satisfaction that's hard to explain. Suction cup hooks for greenhouse organization form the 9th idea. Anyone managing a greenhouse, even a modest hoop house or small cold frame, understands how precious interior space becomes. Every inch counts, but permanent mounting solutions interfere with the structure and create problems when it's time to clean or disassemble at the end of the season. Dollar Tree suction cup hooks solve this problem elegantly. They adhere to any smooth surface using suction alone, which makes them perfect for greenhouse plastic, glass panels, or any clear sheeting material. I picked up a couple in neutral tones, specifically tan and light gray, since lighter colors reflect heat rather than absorbing it. I drape them over tomato cages during the peak heat of summer afternoons. I've rigged them over my lettuce bed using stakes and clips, and I deploy them to create temporary shade structures wherever the garden demands it. That alone makes this idea worth exploring, because summer lettuce harvested from your own garden feels like growing something precious. The 11th idea creates plastic bin water reservoirs for self-watering planters. Self-watering systems are remarkable for anyone who travels frequently, occasionally forgets watering duties, or simply wants healthier plants with less daily intervention. Commercial self-watering planters range from $20 to $60 each, but you can engineer your own using plastic storage bins from Dollar Tree, with results that are every bit as effective. The concept is straightforward. You need 2 containers, where one sits inside the other with space remaining beneath it. Dollar Tree carries plastic bins in sizes that nest together perfectly for this purpose. The outer bin becomes the water reservoir. The inner bin gets drainage holes drilled across its bottom and partway up its sides before being seated inside the outer container. Water fills the gap between the 2 bins, forming your reservoir. The mesh construction provides complete ventilation from every direction. The drawstring allows you to hang them from virtually any overhead point, and the enclosed bag format keeps pests away while the harvest cures undisturbed. I use these for garlic, dried herbs, and small potatoes. My process after harvesting garlic is to brush off loose soil, leave stems and roots intact for the time being, and load 6 to 8 heads into each mesh bag before hanging them on my covered porch, where circulation is good, but rain and harsh sun can't reach. The garlic cures beautifully over about 3 weeks, and the consistent airflow reaching every bulb means I have no issues with rot or mold developing. For anyone growing their own food, this is a clean, elegant solution to a problem that used to frustrate me endlessly. Dollar Tree carries foam hair rollers in the beauty section, and they make exceptionally gentle, effective plant ties. The foam is soft enough to never cut into stems. It's flexible enough to accommodate growth over time. And the design makes application effortless. You simply wrap the roller around the plant and its support structure and press it closed. No tools, no complicated technique, and repositioning takes seconds. I rely on these primarily for tomatoes and climbing beans. The foam cushions the stem at the contact point, preventing the scarring and compression damage that wire or coarse string can cause. As stems thicken through the season, the foam has sufficient give that it won't restrict the plant the way rigid ties sometimes do. They clean up easily at the end of the season and can be reused across multiple years. A pack typically contains 8 to 12 pieces at around $1.25, which is enough to support several plants for less than the cost of a single package of specialty ties from the garden center. People look at this setup with skepticism, but every single person who tries it once ends up back at Dollar Tree, clearing the shelf of foam rollers. Dollar Tree carries plastic drawer organizers that handle this job perfectly. They typically offer multiple compartments in varying sizes. They're transparent so the contents are visible at a glance, and they're sturdy enough to withstand regular handling. I use 3 organizers to maintain a complete system. One is dedicated to vegetable seeds organized by plant family, one holds flower seeds sorted by bloom period, and one manages herbs and specialty items. Each packet fits comfortably in its own compartment. I added small identifying labels using Dollar Tree label stickers, and the entire system lives in a cool, dry interior space where seeds remain viable for longer. I also keep a small notebook alongside the organizers to track which varieties performed well in 2026, which ones under-delivered, and what I want to explore in the coming season. This system has completely eliminated the chaos that used to define my seed management, and I no longer accidentally purchase packets of varieties I already have in stock. The money saved just by avoiding duplicate purchases has covered the cost of these organizers many times over. The 15th and final idea uses microfiber cloths as frost protection wraps. This one is particularly valuable for container gardeners and anyone caring for delicate plants that need individual frost protection. We covered tablecloths for protecting ground-level beds earlier, but for individual plants, especially potted specimens, something more fitted and tailored is needed. Commercial frost protection bags cost $5 to $15 per bag, which escalates quickly when you're managing multiple containers.